Oh, what are the freaking odds that Spirit decides to go see the spirits the week that I'm freaking using them?
Today I'm going through one of the hardest moments of my life. After 4 years of being a flight attendant, I unexpectedly lost my job.
You couldn't finish out the flights that you had booked for the year? You couldn't be like, okay, 90 days notice, 30 days notice. Nah, y'all really said ASAP Rocky, we're done, period. Poof, gone.
Did you ever expect this to happen to you trying to go to the cruise for your family vacation?
No, but Spirit always been a little ghetto, so it was always a possibility.
She ain't lying. I ain't gonna call them ghetto. I'm just gonna say they was a tad bit special. They was special to deal with.
That's one way to put it.
Because they actually never had any crashes or any bad stuff happen. So we gotta give Spirit their props for that. Last episode, we got into how Spirit just abruptly closed at 3 a.m. Today, we're gonna get into some testimonials from customers that's still stranded or trying to reschedule their flights, and some employees. What it look like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insadians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, we gonna dive back into Spirit, man. I put the first video out. It was just when the news was breaking. And since then, it's been a flood of testimonials from customers that are stranded or, like I said, need to try to find a way to rebook because their accommodations are paid for. And sadly, it's a whole bunch of testimonials from employees. So we're going to start this one off with a couple of customer situations that people are currently in right now as we speak.
Attention for your passengers going to Columbus on flight 546. Your flight has now been canceled.
Fuck off. I'm done.
Currently stuck in the Orlando airport, trying to get home. I am shooting a wedding tomorrow, and I was at this conference, and the only flight that I could afford, to be honest, was a Spirit flight heading home. So we're supposed to leave at 5 o'clock. I get to the airport on time, and then I check the news, and Spirit announced that they are shutting down tomorrow. And so we have 3 delays, and all of a sudden the flight gets totally canceled. And now we have 175 Ohioans really pissed, so.
International Airport. Can we get a refund? And I need to go to Columbus.
This is the line because Spirit just canceled hundreds of people's flights because they just found out they were going out of business and didn't tell their own employees. And they said no refunds, no hotels, tough luck, and they're rebooking you on flights for tomorrow that will not take place because the company will not exist tomorrow. And this is the chaos that is left over. Yeah, that's how long the line goes. You can't even see the end. Oh my gosh.
Spirit gotta count their days with me, baby. I ain't even, baby, you can't even call the airline. Stuck in Houston. Crazy.
You're definitely screwed.
I hope the people who have created this inconvenience for people like myself, you know, they should ask God for forgiveness. I mean, this is terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves.
I'm upset. And then also it makes me nervous because I've already paid money to go on a cruise. We came here to the airport to try to get another ticket. American Airlines is like $1,300. And then I hear from Frontier that they're only helping customers until June 6th. Well, my flight is all the way until the 18th. I haven't even received my money back to even buy a new ticket. When you call, it just hangs straight up.
My flight back home was scheduled for 8:30 yesterday, and they first delayed it, and they told me my flight will be at 11:30 p.m. And then I was like, that's fine. But then I got another email saying it was canceled. And now I'm stuck in Florida.
I went to the kiosk and I typed in my information and they're like, oh yeah, your flight has been canceled, find an agent. So I was looking for an agent. They were like, there's no agent. There's no customer service.
Oh, what are the freaking odds that Spirit decides to go see the spirits the week that I'm freaking using them? The best part is they emailed me yesterday and said, hey, this flight is in demand. So how about we give you an extra $300 credit? I didn't respond. I was just like, you know what? It's going to be okay. I am a chronic stressor. I stress about everything. I didn't stress about this. I heard Trump was involved, so I was like, you know what? He's going to try to save it. Last minute. He didn't. Guys, Spirit is gone. I don't have a refund. I fly them next week for Arden's cheer competition, and I'm stressing out because I looked up comparable flights, $1,400. Not for all four of us, per person. We flew Spirit, so we go to Disney often. We live in Indianapolis. We go to Disney often. We are able to go to Disney often because of Spirit. I have never had a bad experience flying Spirit, ever. They're so inexpensive, and we can sometimes do a nonstop flight straight to Orlando for $100. Like, that is a game changer. This is devastating. 14,000 people are now out of a job, and I might be paying $1,400 more per person. What do I do? Who do I contact to write this? Because Spirit, I'm gonna get you back.
So y'all, we wake up this morning and I get a text message that say, you might not be able to fly Spirit back home. So I'm like, what happened? And my father had sent me a message. So I had woke my cousin up and I'm like, my father just texted me and said we might not be going home on Spirit. So she was like, no, they ain't canceled the flights or nothing. And then she got on the app and they for sure canceled our flight. So you mean to tell me we in Miami, we gotta live here? And all the flights, y'all, is high as we was looking. I'm like, but that's because they know what the they doing. That's because they know what they doing. And they knew, I felt like Spirit knew that they was gonna cancel, like they was gonna close today. They knew that on Friday.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I'm in Florida right now, and I flew Spirit to Miami yesterday, and I just woke up to the text message that Spirit has literally shut down. So now I have to figure out a way to get home. That's a really, really great email to wake up to. Sorry, your flight has been canceled, ultimately. Okay.
You couldn't finish out the flights that you had booked for the year? You couldn't be like, okay, 90 days notice, 30 days notice. Nah, y'all really said ASAP Rocky, we're done, period. Poof, gone. What the fuck? What the fuck? Spirit, what the fuck? I'm actually so irritated right now. My flight is in 2.5 weeks. And I just found out this morning that Spirit is gone. The world's ending, guys. The world's ending. I understand this is like first world problems, whatever, but like, seriously? I can't.
You have no choice.
I noticed it was a whole bunch of people that was coming back from cruises that took Spirit to the cruise, and they ended up in a bad situation.
Okay, this is for everybody that was involved in the Spirit freaking airline stuff, because I have had the day from hell, in case you guys were wondering. So I get off of my cruise ship in Miami at like 7:30 this morning, and I find out that Spirit Airlines doesn't exist. It disappeared. Flights canceled, said do not go to airport, do not call customer service, we cannot help you, said that we would get a refund, didn't get a refund. And mind you, I have a 2-year-old with me, and so I would have had to buy 2 new flights without getting my refund. So we're sitting at the Fort Lauderdale airport, and every single flight is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And mind you, I just went on a cruise, like I just went on vacation, I spent a bunch of money. And so freaking out, all the flights, nothing is working, like terrible. And so thank God I have family members that were able to help me so I could fly, but I had to take an Uber from from Miami to Fort Lauderdale, and then from Fort Lauderdale we flew from there to Cleveland, Ohio, and then from Cleveland I had to jump there again to get to Chicago. So I got off of the cruise ship at, again, like 7:30 this morning. It is about 7 p.m. and I just arrived at my home airport. So, screw you, Spirit.
Imagine being on a cruise ship. You wake up on your last day
in Spirit, your flight is canceled. You just was on vacation. This is crazy. Like, I don't even know how to feel, what to think. Like, Spirit, y'all did your big one. Why would y'all wait to cancel everybody's flights last minute? Well, the whole thing.
I don't think a lot of people out there are understanding the gravity of this situation. When they said 3:01 a.m., they meant 3:01 a.m. Anything else wasn't getting done.
There's my luggage. We are open from 2:30 to 9 p.m. It is 2:45.
That's a bad day.
That's an old sign. It's after 3:01 a.m. You just get to look at that because nobody's coming back. It was a lot of people showing up to the airport over the last 2 days like,
Not that boy. Where the hell Spirit at? I'm good. Damn. Ain't nobody gonna work today? Gone, man. Spirit gone? Yeah. What you mean Spirit gone? It's gone. Rest in peace. But these folks don't close down. I'm supposed to be in Fort Lauderdale for $12, man. What the hell?
they showing up to the airport with an email ticket to a company that doesn't exist anymore, trying to talk to anybody to get some answers, but it's nobody you can talk to. It's not even a number you can call right now.
The airline Spirit is gone. Did you know that? Why nobody ain't tell me? What I'm supposed to do now, go to Delta? They want $1,200 for, man, they want $1,200 for a ticket. Man, listen, I put went to Miami before. I had about 20 hoes out there. I had about 20 hoes to go Spirit with me. 20 hoes. Spirit gone for real? Spirit really gone. 7 days a week. Wow, not finna fly there on board, man. Last time I flew over, I got stuck in goddamn Alaska. Y'all know Spirit gone. I'm on one to know that.
But on the other side of that equation is a whole bunch of employees, 17,000 of them supposedly to be exact. And right now, it's a lot of people that's hurt right now.
We'll be here.
What's up, buddies? What's up?
We'll be here next week.
Tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, next year. Huh?
Tomorrow.
This is day 1 of being unemployed from Spirit Airlines. I think I slept a whole 30 minutes last night. I'm sick. I'm waiting for them to call me to get me a flight home to Portland. I'm in Vegas right now at my friend's house. But yeah, day 1, cool.
So I'm driving home from work right now because my company shut down and apparently I was the last one in the fucking world to hear about it. I literally just got back from a 3-week vacation. Not knowing anything that happened, but went to sleep like normal, woke up and went in for the night shift at the airport, and they were like, you don't have a job anymore. So I'm shutting the light off because I'm driving. I don't even care that I'm driving. I'm very upset right now. I'm more upset that the entire world knows that Spirit shut down before I did. I mean, I spent a lot of money on vacation, and now I don't have a job. Anyways, Insider Airlines rob you. Inside information. Airlines are robbing you. Just straight up, they're robbing you.
Hi, my name is Camille Carter. Today I'm going through one of the hardest moments of my life. After 4 years of being a flight attendant, I unexpectedly lost my job. I'm a wife, a mother of 8 beautiful children. So this isn't just about me. It's about keeping my family stable and building something better for our future.
So Spirit Airlines is gone. That is so surreal to say. I worked there. I'm the former brand manager at Spirit, which means I was the person whose literal job it was to make you fall in love with us. And honestly, I think we were making some real progress. But here's the thing though, working in travel wasn't just a job for me. It was a literal dream that I checked off of my list. I grew up obsessed with travel. Not only the destinations and the experiences, but the way that a trip can completely change how you see the world. So getting to build a brand that gave millions of people access to that feeling, that was everything. Spirit wasn't just my employer. Those were my people. Now, doing brand marketing while your company is going through corporate crisis, that is a masterclass in staying creative under pressure. Nobody teaches you that in business school. I lived it, and somehow through it all, I never stopped loving what I do. We were a small but mighty team, and we never stopped reaching for greatness up until the last day. So here's where I land. I'm a brand marketer with a deep love for travel and the experience of keeping a fearless brand moving forward when conditions are not exactly ideal. I know how to find opportunity in the chaos and how to make people fall in love with the brand, even some of the really challenging ones. The dream does not end here, and if anything, it's just getting started. So if you are a leader in travel, aviation, or hospitality and are open to hiring, mentoring, or just having a conversation, my DMs are open and my schedule is open, and I promise to come with less baggage fees.
Like I told y'all, man, it's a lot of tight situations out there. And if you think about it, these Spirit employees are in a very special situation because they can't even use their previous work history to help them get another job because it's nobody in the offices to verify their work history.
Hey, it's Dez, and as y'all know, Spirit Airlines has officially shut its doors. They are no longer a company, which means they no longer have an HR department or a working phone number or an email. So upon reviewing my resume this morning, I realized that I was the director of marketing for the past 8 years, and I wanted to reach out to let you guys know that anybody who may have worked for me, I'm willing to write a letter of recommendation. They may want to confirm your employment, and I'm willing to be that reference as the director of marketing for the past 8 years. I know we're all just trying to find a new, better paying job that meets our high accolades given the shutdown of our company. So y'all let me know.
My nigga. A lot of people out there right now searching for answers. That's 17,000 new people that just entered the job market. And I notice a lot of people in the comments section, even though they don't fly Spirit, they're happy to see Spirit go away. I'm starting to see a lot of people out there that seem like they just happy if they feel like somebody else is hurting. That's foreign to me because there's no hate in my blood over here. All I do know is it's not cool for people to be left stranded. And it's not cool for 17,000 people to lose their job at once. I can't tell you if Spirit was supposed to make it or not, but I can tell you that either which way, you have a little compassion on the people that lost their jobs.
It just bothers me so much when people say they wanted Spirit to shut down. Like, have some compassion. Do you even know the impact that this is going to have on the community here in Broward County especially? I feel like people don't understand the job loss and the uncertainty now for the entire team that worked under Spirit. The airline employed thousands of people here in South Florida. Heck, the new campus and headquarters in Broward has office space to up to 1,000 people that it can fit. And also they have apartments here that house up to 400 employees. Honestly, shame on you if you're celebrating this. They're one of Broward County's largest employers, and they moved to Broward back in 1999. That is how long they've been in this area for. And side note, how is this going to impact Dania Point now? Don't even get me started on how this will affect the airport. I went to Terminal 4 today and people were telling me that some employees showed up without hearing the news and they just left. Spirit is iconically known as the largest carrier here at the airport. They have around a 25% market share. I think the impact is going to be huge here. Many of us here have only been able to see family out of the country because of how affordable Spirit has been. And this next part is speculation. I'm no economist, but if a low-cost budget airline like Spirit goes out of business and it was generally a competitor that was keeping prices low, doesn't that mean the prices of airfare for other airlines is going to increase? And my bad if I sound a bit aggravated right now, but like this hits very close to home. People have spent their entire careers working for Spirit Airlines, and they have contributed so much to the local economy here in Broward County. And now it's uncertain how they move forward and what's the long-term impact this will have on our community. And yeah, that's my rant. It just makes me angry when people try to celebrate this like it doesn't affect, so many people in the community.
I mentioned it earlier, man. You can say what you want to say about Spirit. They ain't never crash. And to me, that's the biggest metric, man. Like, I flew them a couple times. You pretty much get what you pay for, so you can expect it. But to me, man, I really don't see with all the negative fusses about Spirit.
You know, say what you want about Spirit. If I had $20 to my name and I needed to get to Florida, Spirit was gonna have my back. And yes, I was wearing most of the clothes that I was packing because if it didn't fit inside my little personal item, they would scream at you. But they got me there and I lived. And she was cheap. And I got there for the most part on time. Can't complain. I'm gonna miss her. She really was that girl.
She wasn't lying, man. Spirit was a roll of the dice. But if Spirit was operating and up and running on the day that your ticket was just happening to be leaving, you was in luck, man. You was going to get there safe and you was going to get a heck of a deal. And a lot of people just don't want to give Spirit up that easily. It's a general public movement to buy Spirit back.
Okay, so it's been about 2.5 hours, and y'all are really interested in all of us buying Spirit Airlines. So I made a website. It's called letsbuyspirit.com. Register your intent. I won't take any money. We're not going to use the Venmo anymore. That was kind of a joke. And we're going to try and, I guess, buy Spirit Airlines. Let's do this. You, me, I'm kind of autistic, and I really like airplanes. So vote for me as CEO. Are we actually doing this?
You're crazy, man. All right, well, we'll give it a shot. You're nuts.
My man's starting a whole movement talking about let's buy Spirit back. Be honest with y'all, I don't think that's going to work. Your best bet is to go down to the airport and hit the little Spirit auction like I did. They got a lot of nice stuff down there. Can you believe that thing only had 11 million miles on it? I had to grab that, man. I had to grab it. I don't know. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know what color y'all think I should have it painted. But I couldn't lead an auction without that. But anyway, y'all, we done reached the end of another journey. That was just a couple testimonials of some customers of Spirit and a couple of employees from Spirit. It's over, and I don't think they coming back, y'all. I think the bailout or whatever it was didn't go through, and I think that's the end of this one, and airfare has just increased. I'm pretty sure that all these other companies are going to capitalize off of this. And once they raise these prices, like I said in the other video, these prices are not going to go back down. Traveling has just changed. But anyway, man, this video right here is going to end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
And if I ever made you pay for a carry-on bag on Spirit and you told me that you would never fly Spirit again, your wish has come true. You will never fly Spirit again.